Right now, somewhere in your house, there's a small cabinet. Inside it, a strip of pills for headaches, a bottle for fevers, something for the stomach, something for the throat. You don't think about it. You wake up feeling wrong. You open the cabinet, and within 20 minutes, the wrongness starts to fade. This feels so basic that it barely registers as a privilege. But for roughly 99% of the time humans have existed on this planet, that cabinet did not exist. There was no pill, no bottle, no label telling you what was wrong or what to do about it. And people still got sick. Constantly. Brutally. So what actually happened? Picture a cave in what is now northern Iraq, roughly 40,000 years ago. A man lies near the back wall, away from the cold air at the entrance. He cannot stand. One side of his body has been useless for years, an old injury that never properly healed. His vision is failing. He has almost no teeth left. By any modern survival logic, he should have died long ago. A person who cannot hunt, cannot gather, cannot defend himself, in a world running on a knife's edge of calories, is a cost the group cannot afford. And yet here he is, still breathing, still being fed. This is not a hypothetical. His remains were found in 1957 in Shanidar Cave by archaeologist Ralph S10LSCK. The skeleton shows healed fractures, a withered arm, evidence of severe disability, sustained over what appears to be years, not days. Someone fed him. Someone kept him warm. Someone for years made the decision that his life was worth the cost. There was no word for this. No concept of charity, no religious doctrine requiring it. It happened anyway. But care alone doesn't explain everything. Because the body still gets sick. Fevers still spike. Infections still take hold. So here's where it gets strange. In 2012, researchers led by Karen Hardy examined something almost nobody had thought to look at: the hardened dental plaque on Neanderthal teeth from a site called El Sidrón in northern Spain. Plaque that had sat undisturbed for 50,000 years. Inside it, they found chamomile, yarrow, plants with no nutritional value whatsoever, bitter, unpleasant to eat. Plants that today we know reduce inflammation and fight infection. A Neanderthal with a documented dental abscess. A deep, painful infection had been chewing on poplar bark. Poplar bark contains salicin. Salicin is the compound aspirin is built from. Here's the part that should stop you. This was not guesswork. The same plant, the same compound, the same use. Found again and again, across different sites, different time periods, different populations. This means it wasn't an accident that happened once. It was knowledge. Tested, remembered, and passed down, generation after generation, by people who had no idea what a compound even was. They didn't know why it worked. They just knew that it did. And then there's Ötzi. In 1991, a mummified body emerged from a melting glacier in the Alps, preserved for over 5,000 years. When researchers examined what he was carrying, they found something tucked into a small leather pouch on a cord around his body. Birch polypore, a type of fungus. It has no food value. It tastes terrible. But birch polypore has measurable antibacterial and antiparasitic properties. And when researchers examined Ötzi's intestines, they found exactly what that fungus is known to treat: whipworm. He was carrying his own medicine, on purpose, for a condition he could feel but could not name. So here's the picture starting to form. No pharmacies, no diagnoses, no germ theory. The idea that invisible organisms cause disease wouldn't exist for tens of thousands of years. And yet, plant-based painkillers, antibacterial treatments, long-term care for the disabled, knowledge passed down with enough precision that the same remedies appear at sites separated by entire continents. This wasn't primitive. This was, in its own way, a functioning medical system, just one with no name for itself. But here's what nobody talks about. The actual treatment, the herb, the bark, the fungus was only ever half of it. When you were sick in that world, you were never alone with it. There was no door to close, no quiet room to retreat into while your body did its work. You were sick in front of everyone. In the middle of the group, someone sat near you. Someone changed what they were doing that day because of you. The entire structure around you bent, visibly to account for the fact that you were unwell. Anthropologist Melvin Connor has spent decades studying hunter-gatherer societies, and one pattern shows up again and again. Illness was never private. It was witnessed, constantly, and that mattered for reasons we're only now starting to measure. Modern research on social isolation, led by researchers like Julianne Holt-Lundstad, has found that loneliness during illness doesn't just feel worse. It measurably weakens immune response. It slows healing. It raises inflammation markers in the blood. Your body, it turns out, calculates whether it's safe to fully commit to healing, partly based on whether anyone else is around. This makes a strange kind of sense. In a world where being sick and alone often meant being sick and unprotected, the body evolved to hold something back, some reserve, some vigilance, when no one was watching. Healing fully requires feeling safe enough to stop watching the door. Now think about what happens when you get sick today. You take the pill. That part we kept, and honestly, we improved it almost beyond recognition. But then you go to a room, alone. You close the door. You silence your phone so people stop checking on you. You wait it out by yourself, because that's what being considerate looks like now. The medicine in the cabinet is better than anything your ancestors had. But the other half of the treatment, the half that didn't require any plant or compound, the half that just required someone else to be present, we quietly removed. Your immune system doesn't know that disappeared. It's still running the old calculation. Still checking, somewhere underneath conscious thought, whether it's safe to fully let go. The pill arrived. The person sitting beside you didn't.